In the first half of 2025, the medium publisher saw a 10% traffic decline. CNN, between 27 and 38%. Forbes and Business Insider, approaching 50%. HubSpot, the leader in content marketing, 70 to 80% gone. 60% of Google searches are now zero-click. The referral economy is over. This white paper argues that the article, 800 words to extract a single fact, is a relic of the print era. Users no longer search keywords. They ask complex questions. The future of media is not navigational. It is conversational. The pivot is from publishing, selling words, to servicing, selling answers. Stop selling words. Start selling answers. The first instinct is to wrap a language model around the archive. Naive RAG, chunk the text, embed the chunks, retrieve by vector similarity, generate. The white paper documents why this fails on news. Chunking breaks the narrative arc, a verdict severed from the crime it concerns. Vector similarity ignores time. An article on the housing crash from 2010 reads identical to one from 2024. Multi-hop reasoning collapses, person X, company Y, scandal Z never appear in the same chunk. And when retrieval misses, the model fills the gap with a hallucination. In a journalistic context, that destroys trust. The remedy is a multi-layered architecture. 4 stages. Phase 1, ingestion and hybrid search. Scanned archives are cleaned and OCR'd. Articles are chunked semantically, never by fixed word count, keeping headlines and paragraphs together. Every chunk is enriched with publication date, author, section, and named entities. Retrieval is hybrid. Dense vector search captures semantic meaning. Sparse BM25 captures exact strings like Bill 402. A cross-encoder re-ranks both streams before anything reaches the language model. Phase 2, GraphRAG. As documents ingest, a specialized model extracts entities, people, organizations, locations, events, and the relationships between them. The graph is stored in Neo4j. Laden clustering surfaces thematic communities. When a user asks a multi-hop question, system traverses the graph, person X to company Y to scandal Z, even when no single article contains the direct link. Phase 3, Temporal RAG. Every chunk and every graph edge is tagged with valid time metadata. The CEO edge between Steve Jobs and Apple exists for one range. The CEO edge between Tim Cook and Apple exists for another. Queries about evolution decompose into chronological subqueries. Mayor Stance 2010, Mayor Stance 2015, Mayor Stance 2020. Phase 4, agentic workflow. A planner breaks the question into subtasks. A researcher runs the retrievals. A critic flags gaps and contradictions. A writer synthesizes the answer with citations. The system cannot emit a claim that the graph cannot anchor and the timeline cannot place. 2 systems already operate this way at scale. The Financial Times built Ask FT for its professional subscribers. Answers ground solely in FT journalism, a walled garden of trust. Citations link directly back to source articles. The tool integrates into meeting preparation, due diligence, and trend analysis, and the FT tracks actual core readers as the engagement metric. Bloomberg moved further. Bloomberg GPT, a domain-specific model trained on financial corpora, translates natural language into Bloomberg query language. Analysts interrogate earnings transcripts and research reports, asking about a CEO's tone, a specific risk factor, a competitive threat, instead of reading hundreds of pages linearly. The benchmarks support the architecture. On multi-hop question answering, GraphRAG demonstrates 72 to 83% improvements in comprehensiveness over vector-only baselines. Trace the canonical query. How has the mayor's stance on housing changed since 2010? In the feed model, 50 articles, 3 opens, 45 minutes of reading and synthesis. In the conversational engine, query decomposition, temporal retrieval, graph traversal, answer in 10 seconds, with a rendered timeline. This rewires the economics. The unit of value moves from the page view to the query. Revenue moves from volume, programmatic ads selling at commodity rates, to utility, with high-margin pricing power. The white paper proposes an intelligence tier subscription priced at $1,000 or more per user per year, distinct from the $10 a month read the news plan. Plus, B2B intelligence AP is licensed to financial terminals, corporate intelligence platforms, and law firms. In a world where any team can call GPT-4, the model is not the moat. The data is. A 50-year archive is not fungible. A curated knowledge graph compounds with every story added. Veriprajna does not wrap APs. We rebuild the foundations of the knowledge infrastructure beneath the news desk. Stop selling words. Start selling answers.